Alright, so new set comes out. I've actually been working on several decks. Fires, I've gone through a few different things of fires. Uh, some hilarious infinite turn stuff. Mono red with a splash. There's a new birthing pod that's a creature. It's not too bad. And then Gates. Now, the Gates is the interesting one. So last time there were Guild Gates, there was a viable standard control deck that basically used a one of the lands as a thawing glaciers, and if you had all 10 of the guild gates in play when you use that ability, you won the game. So it was actually pretty good. This one is better. It's just better. It's my own take on it. I put more wrath effects in there. Let's just see how it works in a best of one, because I haven't really built the sideboard for it yet. Yeah, this should be fun. This deck is pretty funny. There's two cards in particular that interact with the number of gates you have. One of them is called Gate Ram or something like that, but it's a 2/2 for 3, and then it gets +1/+1 for each gate you have. And then there is another card called Gates Ablaze, and it deals X damage to each creature where X is the number of gates you control. So obviously that's pretty powerful as well. We'll keep this just because of shimmering possibility. We get a land, we throw Guild Summit into play. Another Gates Ablaze. That should do us pretty well. Not sure what the opponent's playing yet. We now know what the opponent's playing. And let's shimmer. I mean, there's several good things here. I mean, we want the gate. So we'll pass the turn. The only bad thing about this deck is you are going to be a turn behind every single time. Field of Ruin is not exactly the best thing for us either. So we're going to play Guild Gate, and we're going to shimmer again. Okay. Well, I don't really want to have the Gateway Plaza right now. So we're going to take Guild Summit number 2, just because it's entirely possible he runs Thought Erasure, and I want to get this Guild Summit down next turn. Oh. Alright, that's actually not too bad. Let's see if he... This is not an ideal start. I mean, obviously missing land drops is nobody's ideal start. We'll see if he has a Quelch, which is the new bad mana leak. Yeah, Quelch is interesting. A lot of people are trying to get around Quelch. Quelch is a blue and 1 counter target spell unless opponent pays 2. So clearly turns 1 through, whatever is turns 1 through, 4, turns 1 through 5. It's pretty much the same as Mana Leak, but it's funny how much that 1 extra mana makes a difference on turns 6 through 10. Not sure what he's going to take here. That is probably not a bad pick. It is the only targeted removal spell that I have is Ixalan's Binding. I ended up adding that because the deck didn't have enough ways to interact with Planeswalkers, and when Teferi hits the board, it starts to get shitty. Alright, so, I mean, we don't really have a whole lot to go on right now. I mean, a gate would have been great there. My two options here are, because this 1/1 doesn't matter. I mean, we can all agree on that. I've got 3 options. I could play another Guild Summit and try to just draw a bunch of cards. I don't think that's the right play right now. I'm going to save that for later. I could Growth Spiral and hope to draw a land, and if I do, then I'm set up for next turn pretty well. Or I could play this to try to get some pressure on there because he will be a 4/4. We're going to do the Go Big or Go Home play. Alright, so we're going big. Now the good news is that was put into play from Growth Spiral, which is draw a card and put a land from your hand into play, which means if I draw a land here I can play it, but I didn't. And Plaza of Harmony is really good. When Plaza of Harmony comes into play, it's one of the only lands I have that comes into play untapped, other than the basic lands. But when this comes into play, if you have 2 or more gates, you gain 3 life, which obviously is really good against, the aggro that's in the field. But it also reflecting pools for your gates. And he's probably going to pick it off with Field of Ruin. Not sure which one he targets there. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I mean, I'll just get a forest. There's no problem with that. Another Ixalan's Binding. He only has 2 in there, so I'm not too concerned with what's going on here. Like, part of me just wants to do this. That is what we're going to do, because we're going to get to draw 2 cards from it. So what do I not have? I don't have white. And let's get another red out there. We'll draw 2 cards, because Guild Summit is really good in this deck. Alright. I'm just going to run out of Mountain. And we are going to have to go into discard mode, which is fine. We're actually going to get rid of Gate Colossus here. Gate Colossus is not needed. Plus, whenever Gate Colossus is good, it's an 8/8 for 8. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. And whenever I put a gate into play, I can put it on top of my library, so I can stack it and just play a gate and draw it directly from Gate Summit. So what we're going to do is Gates Ablaze. Yep. And we will Ixalan's Binding. Getting rid of that thing. Cutting off his card selection. And now my card advantage should overtake his, which is overly hilarious. So here's another one. We're going to go ahead and run out Gatebreaker Ram. And we'll cast a big thing. We're going to get a Gateway Plaza. And we're going to get another... let's go Groll Gate. Alright, so that's a good thing. So we are going to take the action for the Colossus. Right. We're going to pay the 1. And now we have an 8/8. Hostage Taker. He can now play it. Won't really do much for him. And I will now run out Gate Colossus. And we're going to Shimmer here. It's another Gatebreaker Ram. It's pretty good. We are going to take the Gatebreaker Ram. We do not have to reveal the card, so we're actually not going to play that right now. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to add some mana. We're going to play another Guild Summit. And when this comes into play, I can tap gates. So let's just go back up to 7 cards. There we go. And we'll pass the turn. Does he have another hostage taker for the Gate Colossus? Vraska's Contempt does essentially the same thing. Alright, we will Gates Ablaze his team. Opponent's really thinking strong about this. And we'll play another Gatebreaker Ram. This deck is pretty simple. Gatebreaker Ram also, not only that, but Vigilance and Trample. So he is really good at just starting to close the game. You just kind of get in there. And since he has Vigilance, he can't be seal awayed for everybody playing white control. I just missed a point of damage in there. He's going to Fungal Infection, which doesn't actually help him. Because Trample. Apparently he wants to make it as small as possible. That's fine. Yeah, so I missed a point of damage. That's my fault. But I do get to draw 2 cards here. Plaza of Harmony. And Star of Extinction. Star of Extinction's hilarious. We don't really need it right now. Probably won't cast it at all this game. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and block. Alright. Another Gateway Plaza. We're going to play that just to draw our 2 cards. Pretty decent. And here we go. Attacks. Dive down to make it a little bit bigger. So he's going to take the 6. That puts him at 11. However, we do have 12 open mana, which means that we could do exactly 11 to his face, uncounterable from Banefire. And we have Xaxes. So I guess that point of damage wasn't all that bad. There we go. There's game 1. So my one play mistake aside, that's okay. Alright, this hand is hot garbage, so we have to mulligan this. This hand is also hot garbage, but it's a little bit better. So we are going to keep this. We don't need that mountain. Alright, so we have very specific cards that we want to see in this matchup. That is one of them right there. So that was a really good draw for us. I'm hoping he doesn't go completely nuts. Light up the stage, solid card. Gets himself a shock out of it. We're going to Gateway Plaza because we can't do anything else. So we're going to tap out. He will land. He will shock. Goodness. Okay. I'm going to take 5. Good times. He is down to 2 cards, which is fine. So at this point, we are just going to Gates Ablaze for 2. Seems like the right play. That is pretty good. We'll go to 6. Searching for that one card. Okay. This isn't the one card that I was searching for, but if I can draw a land that comes into play untapped, then it will work. I'm going to go to 2. I don't really foresee this going too good. I have no choice but to do this. I'm going to put a 3/3 on the board, gain 1 life, draw 1 card. He has to blank here in order for me to not lose. That's a blank. Quite frankly, he's going to have to blank next turn as well. I mean, just... Well... Alright, I actually have a couple cards here that would work. So let's just draw 3 and hope I hit one. That's one of them. Alright, so up to 4. Chain Whirler. And we still have to block. Alright. And we're at that situation where, once again, I need him to blank. I'm going to play this guy just to... Alright, well, it's not a burn spell because he just would have snap played it. Unless he's trolling me, which this day and age, that's... Yeah, alright, so I'm down to 1. Do that. Let's see, draw a card. Ooh, what does that give me? 1, 2, 3. Alright, so it gains 2 and draws 2. We are going to do it. Also allows me to play another one, get in there for 8, put him to 12. If he blanks here, I actually just win. He has to draw a 3 damage burn spell. It's the only thing that helps him. Got there. Oh. 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 It's always fun, those nail biters on whether or not mono red, because he could have very easily, he had I think he had 2 lightning strikes left. He had 3 wizard's lightnings. He had a risk factor that probably would have done it. I mean, obviously he would have gotten to draw 3 cards, but 3 cards with red. All right, we'll keep this. It's not exactly the most explosive hand, but it's all right. Nubon. All right, Nubon. I'm not too scared of the Nubon beats. So what's Growth Spiral? Draw a card. I get to play another land. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Alright, so again, we go here. It's Growth Spiral again. Put that into play. We'll Shimmer. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but we'll give him Give him another turn here. What is... Alright. I mean, that's pretty good. Alright, well, first things first, let's gain some life. Just kind of get back into this. Let's start with Gates Ablaze. He does have the counter for Gates Ablaze. But that means he probably does not have the counter for Gatebreaker Ram. And now I got a 7/7. So he could Water Trap Weaver here. Or he could Exclusion Mage, that's fine. Ooh, this deck might be a little too tempo for me. I mean... Play another one of these. I mean, does this work? Alright, so let's get rid of his Naban. He knows I have this. Okay. Again, we know that he has Water Trap Weaver. Yeah. That actually wasn't a bad draw. So we're gonna Gate Colossus. Okay. So I feel he probably would have countered that. So we'll Guild Summit. Oh, unless he's just rocking the gates. Wow. He countered Guild Summit, but not Gate Colossus. That's a good reason. So he's going to half my life total. We'll gain some life. And we'll attack. What do you got, Mono Blue Boy? Silvergill Adept. Taps out to draw a card. I like it. White. Out of nowhere. None of his guys can block Gate Colossus either. That's a great thing. So Gate Colossus is going to get in there. Ooh. And he'll take the Vigilance Tramper, most likely. Yep, there he goes. One, two, three, four, 5 gates. Yeah, we're going to Gates Blaze. An attack for 8. I am a top decking motherfucker this game. Deputy of Detention. That seems like the wrong play. Unless you can get rid of... Okay. That was a really good draw too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to put... I'm going to gain 4, draw 4. Guy's really good. Can you deal with an 8/8 flyer? Okay. Mm-hmm. Alright, so he could attack for 5. Alright, so we're actually just going to play it safe. We're going to do this again for 8. Trying to find an answer. Trying to find an answer. And I mean, I'm definitely going to block. Bond is going to die. I'll go to 8. Has another Naban. Okay. Merfolk Trickster. The unfortunate thing is now I am going to need to star. I'm going to wipe out everything he has here. I'm going to take out this Conclave Tribunal. I'm going to get my guy back. And we will Guild Summit and pass the turn. Good luck. And there it is. Fighting back the gates. The gates are insane. The gates. Okay. I don't know what y'all think here. The gates are awesome. So Paper Magic, this deck skyrocketed because of the Crassus, the blue-green X card. But no, this isn't bad. Look at this shot. But this deck is mostly common and uncommon. I mean, there's not a lot to this deck. We're gonna go digging for another land. Well, that's all right. I mean, it's good. We needed the red. I would rather have had those other 3 cards kind of, there. Ooh, so this is actually good. So we're gonna Gateway Plaza instead. We'll pass turn. Legion War Boss. It's pretty good. We're gonna take our beats. Alright, so we are in a good position here. We could be in a great position depending on what we draw. We're going to take 5 this turn. That's the only downside. At least 5. Looks like 6. We will be taking 6 this turn. Going down to 13. I'd like him to play another creature now. That would be great. But he didn't. Nobody does what I want. So we're going to Wrath his board. And draw a card. Depending on what he does, that draw was pretty good. Chain Whirler. Absolutely. Let's go digging for a land. Not it. Alright. Well, let's run out of Gatebreaker Ram. Got us a 6/6 for 3. 6/6 Vigilance Trampler for 3. It's pretty good. Yeah, this guy is like $40 now in Paper World, so he clearly has a lightning strike, but we've got to do this. We conserve our life against the mono red. Yep. So that's okay. Oh my goodness. Well, let's go digging for a land. Yeah, we'll get the land. We'll play the land. And we'll play another Gatebreaker Ram. Seven, Vigilance Tramper for 3 mana. Ooh, are we going to be able to 2-for-1 him on this? Because it is going to take 2 burn spells. There's the shock. There's the shock. And the 2-for-1. So just winning the Battle of Resources here is clearly just tops. There's another Gates Ablaze. And we'll draw a card from the gate. It's excellent. Gatebreaker Ram number 3 with number 4 in our hand. Now we have a 9/9. And he will send the shock to our face. Chain Whirler number 2. And a Flame Kiln. Alright. Oh my goodness. So we're going to get rid of the Flame Kiln because I do not want him to have more cards. We are going to... Aha! Scoops it up. Scoops it up. He knew what was coming. So now we're 4-0 with Gates. And remember, in the best of 1 tournament, 4 wins is where you're going to get past the break even. It's 500 gold to enter one of these. You get 500 gold for getting 4 wins plus 3 cards. So as long as you get 4 wins, you're always going up. It's a bit of a grind to always get the 4 wins over and over again, but I mean, you do what you got to do. This hand is bad. Super bad. Like, if I draw any land off the top, pretty much any land off the top, then this hand is actually pretty good. But we can't count on that. 2 draw steps to draw land. Yeah. And these are always those hands where I always want to keep them, but you can't. Alright, well, we will keep this because we get to scry. Deal. Alright, looks like opponent is probably playing either Drakes or 3-color control, the blue, white, red. Oh! Well, that just changes all kinds of stuff. He grows it up. Attacking for 4 on turn 3, pretty good. Plus he gets to go get another one. The card is pretty solid. Ooh. Alright, well, let's just do some of this action. Gain my 3. I like keeping my life total up there. It's good. Down to 15. Merfolk guy. Hoping to get a forest off this. It's Vivian Reed. Vivian Reed does almost 0 things against me. So I like that. I don't think he has another play. Yeah, alright. Oh, alright. We're just going to go for the defense here. With a land, he could Vivian read. I'm going to block his guy. He probably has a burn spell to get rid of Gatebreaker Ram, which is okay. There's a Lava Coil. Goodbye, Gatebreaker Ram. And another Growth Chamber Guardian. Alright, well. We're going to Shimmer. Found what we wanted. And Gatebreaker Ram. So what I'm hoping for now is for him to run out Vivian. He can +1 it if he wants. He can +1 it if he wants. That'll put him at 6. Okay, so he's going to adapt that instead. Okay. Alright, we're going to do this again. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll take this. We'll Gates Blaze. Get in there for 7. And now we're going to force him into playing the Vivian Reed just to try to refill his hand. Whoo, buddy. I'm going to get in there for 7. He's going to love every minute of it. He has a 4/4. We can also make a 4/4 flyer. However, him attacking for 4 does not really threaten me. So instead, what we're going to do, I'm just going to have to make sure to tap this all correctly. We're going to play Guild Summit. We're going to draw 3 cards. Play a land, draw a card. And we are kind of off to the races here. He's going to Vivian Reed. He's going to +1 his Vivian Reed. Which I care about 0%. Pellet Collector does not help him. Branch Walker does not help him. The great thing about Gates Ablaze is this is a 2/2 and then gets +1/+1. So no matter what happens, any Gates Ablaze I do with Gatebreaker Ram, it will not kill the Gatebreaker Ram. So him being tapped out, we're going to go ahead and Gates Ablaze, wipe his team, and get in there for the 8. And we'll move on. I absolutely love facing the kind of mid-range decks, like they just can't win. Like Gates Ablaze is just absolutely batshit bonkers. Gates Ablaze. Fucking Gates deck. What are we, 5-0? 5-0 with this? I'm working on a sideboard. Like I've got to send this deck through the gauntlet of the best of 3s. Obviously, the whole point of the best of 1s is to find out what your bad matchups are game 1 so you can sideboard correctly. Banefire Guild Summit. I go first? Oh, keeping this would be so risky. I can't do it. Like, we're on a good run here. It's a little bit better. Put that on the bottom. Alright, deck. Show me some love. I'm asking for a Gruul Guildgate. That's what I want. Definitely a Gruul Guildgate. I need that now, please. It's not a Gruul Guildgate. This is really bad for the Jesus. Basically, if I miss land drops against this matchup, I can't win. I can't miss land drops against this matchup. Have to have them. Have to. Oh, that is lame. That is lame. Alright, come on now. Plaza didn't do anything there. Is he still a defender, though? He's not. He's never a defender to begin with, so I'm not sure why he would still be a defender. Okay, so this again does absolutely nothing to help me. So we're going to growth spiral. We're going to shimmer. There's our Gruul Guildgate. Oh, right. Okay. Another one. Oh, shit. Yeah, so that's definitely no good. Yeah, we're way short here. I don't think there's a way to actually win. Missing that land drop killed. Yeah, can't win there. You know, that's okay. That happens. Like, we can't take anything away from that. I mean, missing a land drop and then drawing multiple non-gates early is generally not something that happens. We have our come into play untapped lands simply because on turns, you know, 4 or 3 or 4, we want to cast those 3 drops. You're not supposed to draw all of them, though. It happens. So opponent goes first. I'm going to keep this. It could be a mistake, but I could really use a blue Guildgate. Yeah, that's not a blue Guildgate. Though a blue Guildgate is something I want, I am openly accepting any land. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. It's not exactly what we were going for, but it's all right. Yeah. Okay. Got my guild summit, and I will now pass the turn. Karn. Yeah, out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, the landlord. Not what I was wanting, but we'll go ahead and run out the 4/4. Karn, drawing lands like a boss. Choops coming down. And I go to 11. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to do this just for lack of other plays. There's 25 lands in the deck. There's Vivian Reed. Interesting. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, 3 land drops. If I would have one of those 3 land drops, I would be way ahead because of this. Yeah, I mean, that's great. It's kind of too little. Yeah, Wild Growth Walker. Branch Walker. Pretty good. Yep, opponent's doing stuff. We'll give him Nebraska's Contempt, I guess. Alright, how much damage do I take? I can go to 5, go to 1. I don't really have a whole lot of outs here. So we're just going to play for the outs that I have. This is really the only way to... I need to draw a land that comes into play untapped. That's my out here. Land that comes into play untapped. Oh, or I could just lose. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so second game in a row. Got mana screwed. That was a bad keep. I should not have kept it. We all knew it when it happened. So 2 games ago, that was just blah. That game, we're going to say it's on me. I like this hand. I like this hand. This hand looks fun. So this is pretty much what you want. You've got the turn 3 Gates Ablaze if you need it against the aggro. You've got the turn 3 Guild Summit if there's nothing else going on. Yeah, I definitely don't care about Branch Walker right now. Especially at a 2-1. People still playing the black-green. I mean, the black-green's solid. Definitely going to take care of that with Star of Extinction. Yeah, again, not really caring about what's happening. So we will run out Guild Summit. Pass turn. Opponent. Lands. Not the forest that I know he has, because why would you want to do that? We'll go gate. Draw a card. Okay. We will shimmer. We'll take Guild Summit number 2 and pass turn. And we'll go down to 14. Opponent not really doing a whole hell of a lot here. Guild Summit number 2. We will not be drawing a card from it because I want to play the Gateway Plaza. Opponent thinking about Guild Summit for some reason. And we will decline. Run out Gateway Plaza. Pay for it. We'll draw our 2. It's pretty good. We are going to have to move into the discard step. And I'm going to get rid of the Summit. I mean, it's really the... So, Carney T can deliver the beats next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't hit it for as much as we want, but let's see what happens here. There's 1. There's 2. You know, if we get lucky here, that was pretty sick. So that'll go into play. We'll draw our 2. 1 and 2. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can Gates Ablaze. Wipe the team. And we will throw Colossus in the yard. And we will throw Shimmer in the yard. Vivian Reed for our opponent. It's going to use the +1, letting us keep our Gates Ablaze. Finds Carney T again. We will gain our life. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of Ixalan's Binding. Is Vivian Reed. And we'll Gatebreaker Ram. And we'll see what you got, opponent. He's going to choose the Gatebreaker Ram. Solid play. Find back a couple of badass cards. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means we can gain 3 and draw 3. We will definitely do that. And we will have a 7/7 flyer. Going back up to a full grip. And it's your turn, opponent. This is the first time we've seen this. Angel of Archway gains 2 life for each gate I control. We'll take the Ixalan's Binding here. I just don't want him to throw down some other random thing. We'll pass turn. Let's see how he deals with the 8/8. He'll start with the Jade Light Ranger. Okay. Yeah. And a Midnight Reaper. That's a good example of something that I want to Ixalan's Binding out of there. Alright, so first things first, let's draw our 2 cards. We are going to take the action, put our Gate Colossus back. Okay. We are going to Ixalan's Binding the Midnight Reaver. Let's run this 8/8 out there. Yeah, I'm just going to attack. Seems like the right play. Get in for 8. And he's going to take it, which also seems like the right play. I'm really, really wanting him to run out one of these Carnities. But it is increasingly difficult. The Branch Walker. Yep. Land for the turn. Opponent gets in for 10. Seems like a good play. We're going to take that action. Put him back on top. Try Gatebreaker Ram. Gatebreaker Ram's pretty good. We're not going to run out Archway Angel. We're going to run out our Gate Colossus. And we're going to attack for 8. He's going to love it. Down to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have enough to Bane Fire for 12 damage next turn. There's the Carnage Tyrant. He looks like he probably has Fine Finality in his hand. Or is that just a graphics thing? Yeah, it looks like just a graphics thing. Alright, so it appears he does want to let some things enter the red zone, so we'll go ahead and kill just a couple of things. We'll take 4, down to 21. Now is the excellent time to find those back to your hand. That's exactly what he's going to do. So we're going to gain our 3 life. And here's the thing, we have enough to hit him for 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we have enough to hit him. He's tapped out. Let's enter the red zone with our things. He's going to block there. He's going to double block. And now he's definitely going to die. Yeah, that's fine. I really don't care how we distribute that. Yeah, we'll just do it for 5. Pew. Alright, that was fun. Yeah, alright, so last game, no matter what, win or lose, we either go 7-2 or 6-3. We make a bunch of stuff back, and I mean, both of our losses, even though I'm going to blame number 2 on my bad keep, you're still at a point where, I mean, you go to game 2, and with as many wrath effects as I have, obviously that mono white match is super winnable, and the black-green matchup, as you just saw, I mean, he had just so much recursion, and it was just over and over again. He killed all of my guys. I mean, he did exactly what his deck is supposed to do, and I was never in any real trouble. So, I mean, obviously games 2 and 3 are going to be way different for those. So the 2 out of 3 is probably this deck's saving grace in the fact that, well, I mean, let's be honest. I kind of like the, ooh, search. Search for Ascanta. Let's see if we can score another land. Oh, sickness. And we'll gain the 3 life. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. I'm not sure what... I mean, he's going to play Teferi, which is why we need to ramp out to get our Star of Extinction going. Does he counter my mana ramp? He does not. Okay. Okay. Bit of a misplay there. I should have played the island first only because I could go get another Gateway Plaza and then pay for it with the island. Not that I particularly need the color fixing, but I would rather get the Gateway Plazas out of the deck while there's no danger. Because I don't, for instance, I don't want to draw it next turn, and then I'm going to have to miss my land drop if I have to Star of Extinction. If he plays Teferi. Throws Wrath in the garbage. Which, this card's amazing too. Destroy all creatures, gain life equal to the number of creatures that you lost in this way. It's very good. That actually gives white-black control 12 viable Wraths, and you run all of them. Gets rid of Star of Extinction. pretty good play. Well, I mean, we'll go ahead and rock this in there, and we'll get a Gateway Plaza and a Royal Guild Gate. We'll pay it, and we're just going to run this Gatebreaker Ram out. Chances of him having a Wrath are pretty good. He ditched that, so Eldest Reborn, he's digging for a land. He found the land. I do kind of want him to tap out here. Because if he does, I'm going to refill the grip. He can't settle, which is nice. So he's just opting for the 9 to the face. He's going to Mortify. It's pretty good. So now we Guild Summit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's refill. Land. Gate Colossus. We'll discard Growth Spiral. How are we feeling about Gate Colossus? He wants to Teferi. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that Teferi. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to Gate Colossus. We will Shimmer. Or I will get another Gate Colossus. I will Gate Colossus. Growth Spiral. Put Mountain down. Draw 2 cards. Drawn Crassus like a boss. See, now the funny thing here is he does get to flip his search. He decided not to flip his search so he could have a Wrath. Which turns out to be fantastic. So we will Ixalan's Binding his search. We will put both of them on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll run this out for 9. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Gain 4, draw 4. And the grip is full again. Gate Colossus. Another Wrath. Seems solid. I mean, take the action. Take the action. We'll pay it. Also go to Guild Summit. Let's tap 1, 2, 3. 3. Or 2, whatever. And pass the turn. Kind of misplayed there. I wanted to tap 1 more, but I mean, what are you going to do? He's gone through at least 3 Wraths. There's 1, 2, 3, and a Cleansing Nova. Cleansing Nova on artifacts and enchantments would pretty much be the nuts here for him. Let's hope he didn't have it. Like that, I think that would actually win him the game if he did that. Alright, so he's going to Mortify, get his Teferi back. +1. Draws a card. Alright, opponent, think hard. I don't think he's running Settle the Wreckage. I think he replaced Settle the Wreckage completely with Kaya's Wrath. And he just scoops up. So, yeah, 7 wins. That's how we get there. What do we get? Concentrate, Consume. Bam, 7 wins. We'll claim our prize. So for 500 gold, we get 1,000. We got a rare that we already own 4 of, so it gets converted into gems. Got the cage. And we get our win the Nurture. So there's a combo deck that we're working on with this too. So it's good that I got that. I think that gives me 4. So there you have it. That is Gates. It seems pretty competitive. Like, I went against what we got, the black-green, the mono-red, the mono-white, the control decks. Like, it ran the gambit, and its game 1 matchup seems pretty solid. Yeah, pretty incredible.